In this episode of Puzzle Time, we have two brand new Asaka puzzles. Well, not brand new. They're Jigsaw Puzzle 19 and Jigsaw Puzzle 29 as made by Hanayama. We all love Hanayama. We're excited to show you a bit more about these puzzles and the ways Hanayama has changed what they look like a little bit, changed the packaging to some really cool stuff, and as always made a great puzzle. So check it out. This episode of Puzzle Time, Jigsaw Puzzle 19 and Jigsaw Puzzle 29. Welcome to episode 115 of Puzzle Time. Today we are looking at Asaka puzzles. We've got the two new Jigsaw puzzles, and these are not Puzzle Master branded Asaka puzzles. These are Hanayama. So Hanayama is now making these two puzzles, Jigsaw 19, Jigsaw 29. Let's open these ones first, and then we'll jump into that because this. No, let's do it right now. This is our version. So this is the Puzzle Master versions of these puzzles. And we just wanted to show you for comparison, just the difference in size of the pieces.
Well, this is Asaka's original, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is the difference in size between these puzzles. Oh, look at that. That kit comes in like a plastic sleeve. Interesting.
And it has this little paper here.
It's like a fairly hard plastic.
So it shows you the solution. You get the solution.
It shows the solution
in here, yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
if you don't want to look at that.
Okay. Before we get into that, let's just show the piece size difference. Pull a piece out here. You get a piece out of yours, you think? Yours is a little smaller pieces, hey?
Yeah.
Interesting. So there's the difference between the two Jigsaw 19 pieces. You can see, here, let's see if we can get it on here. You can see the size difference there. So on the left, this is the original piece size. This is the new Hanayama ones. And you can see they're actually they're clear. Like the other ones, the originals are clear, and these are like kind of opaque. There's like, I'll show this one too. Let's see. So that's the size difference in their pieces. Yeah. So that one's significantly smaller. Like actually, like that. Look at that. Here's the 19. Jigsaw 19 is very small. Okay, and also, I mean, you can see the frame difference. Like there's a significant difference also in the frame size between these. So let's throw the old ones here off to the side a bit.
Another thing I noticed too is they number the pieces so that when you're doing the solution, you have a reference to which piece you're putting where.
And that's right here. So that's how they're showing the solution inside the box or inside the bag. I like that they put this like sleeve in there to keep it all together. That's nice.
Yeah, I like the fact that they're opaque better than the like clear acrylic ones.
So
I don't know if I really love the piece size, but
yeah,
the color really does look nice for the.
I agree with you. That like opaqueness is actually kind of cool. It's a different look. I don't know if it's better or worse. I think it's cool. It's different. Yeah. I agree with you. The piece size is not my favorite. One other thing too, I don't love this. There's a lot of play
in that one. This one's pretty tight.
Not in that one. That one's fairly tight. This one has a lot of play in it. Like there's actually a fair bit of play in that.
Huh.
So I don't love that, but I mean it's a good build for sure. Here's another interesting thing. Let me put this on.
Oh, the frames, yeah.
The frame actually isn't solid. You can see there's like a little like trough kind of around the outside here. So yeah, it's not a solid frame. The bag actually has almost no English on it, which mostly Japanese.
I wonder if they're ever going to make an English version or just keep it how it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like the Hanayama, like the cast metal puzzles where they do like a Japanese version that we get shipped here at Puzzle Master first, and then you eventually work your way towards the English version. I don't know. Yeah, other than the word Hanayama, and like Jigsaw 19, there ain't a whole lot of English on these. What else do you notice, Linnea? Do you want to talk about the levels?
Yeah, the levels are a little bit different. So like originally the Jigsaw 19 here was a level 8. They have made it to be a level 9 on their bagging now.
Yeah.
Jigsaw 29, the levels stay the same.
It's a 10 both ways.
Yeah. I feel like, personally, I don't like that they shipped it already solved because it might make it a little bit easier.
I agree. I 100% agree with you. I mean, I complain about this all the time on our show. I don't like when puzzles come in their solved state. I just don't. One thing I was going to check on, do all the pieces, it does, I think, okay, the numbers all have a top and a bottom to them, right? So if I flip, I think all the numbers on the top, all the numbers.
You know which side of the way the pieces are going to face.
I don't like that either. All the numbers are on the top, printed on one side, and those all face up.
If you notice, they don't all have numbers on them, though. Look at these ones, don't have numbers.
Oh, on the Jigsaw 29.
This one. So there's not necessarily... So then that gives you a little bit difficulty that way.
Those numbers are insanely small.
They don't have numbers on every piece. Some are just upside down, some are right side up.
Oh, really?
This one will be upside down.
Oh, look at that. So this one definitely, you're right. I think some of the pieces, the numbers on the back, I don't like that either. That makes it, which is funny because they're making the puzzle easier with what they're doing, but then they're giving it a harder rating.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I mean, now I know all the numbers. I know which way is up and down. Because that's the beauty of this, is I don't know which way the piece faces, right? When you have the original, you have no idea. And that definitely makes it harder. This makes it easier, which, I mean, they did it on 19 or 29, but they didn't do it on 19. Like they just honestly should have had a few pieces that were the numbers on the wrong side.
Yeah, so you didn't know which ones were facing which way.
Yeah, there it is. Hanayama's Jigsaw 19 and Jigsaw 29. Again, designed by Asaka. We have seen these and are very familiar with them here at Puzzle Master. Again, some of the best-selling puzzles that we've ever had. Yeah, they're great. Check them out on our website, puzzlemaster.ca, to find your copy of Jigsaw 19 and 29. Even if you have the originals, get the Hanyama version. It's cool. I think it's very different, and I like it.
We will have a limited quantity too, depending on when our next shipment comes in. So keep that in mind when you're checking it out on the site. Yeah,
definitely get on it quick. I mean, we say that with all our puzzles, get in there because things sell out. That's just the nature of retail. So let's jump into the online buzz.
Before we do that, we should mention that if you're waiting on Hanyama restocks, shipment has arrived.
Yeah,
so check those out.
Yeah, we talked about that last episode. You can definitely get the Hanyama restock shipment. Check your Hanyamas on the puzzlemaster.ca. They're probably back in stock.
I know a lot of you might have missed Valve too. I know I had people saying to me, "Oh, I missed out on Valve and I wanted it." It's their newest one, so.
Yeah, the newest one. It looked pretty cool. Okay, online buzz. Chris Ramsey. We talk about him lots on here. He is great, and I think one of the biggest things in the puzzle industry on YouTube. So he has an escape room. Linnea, you want to talk about this one a bit?
Yeah, so his escape room, he had posted like a few spoilers a few weeks ago, and it's a space theme. Which
when you say spoilers, you mean previews?
Previews of his, sorry, previews of what his escape room's gonna the theme would be, right? So. He did the full video unsolved with his buddy there. So it's a space theme room. So basically it says they're going into a hotel room on this weird, I forget what the planet's, on a planet or something. I forget what the planet's name is.
So they've got like a whole story around it.
Yeah, so he does a really good backstory with it. It's actually like quite cool. We watched some of the video and it looks really cool in there. So
it's all an in-person physical room?
Yes, and then he has a virtual at-home version that you can order on his website too.
Yeah.
So that one will be a limited edition.
It's pretty cheap too. It was like $29 maybe?
Yeah, something Canadian. Well, his site would be in Canadian because he's from Canada.
Not exactly. I think a lot of times we go to the American. So it might have been $29 American, or it's $30 either way. Canadian American, I'm not sure, but it is pretty cost effective, which that's pretty cool. And so, do you know what's in that home kit?
It comes with one of his decks of cards, and then it comes with the normal like escape room stuff where it gives you the hints, the puzzles you need to solve, and all this other stuff. But you get a limited edition deck of his first cards, playing cards with it. So. And
it's like that same space theme. It's not. It's not exactly like a recreation of his room, though, right?
No, it's just kind of the same theme and same puzzles styles that he has in his room. So
it looked pretty cool. There was lots of stuff that he had set up. I mean, I think he's out of Montreal here in Canada.
Yeah, so if you're in Canada and you want to come see it, it'd be definitely a good trip and fun time there.
Yeah, go check out his escape room. It'd be really neat to see it in person.
He said he spent a lot of time and effort into it. So.
Well, you know, Chris, he does everything big, so it's not going to be small. It was really cool. We watched a bit of it, and I enjoyed that. Next, Linnea, you talked about this guy on TikTok.
Okay, yeah, so I scroll through TikTok often. I've been doing quite a bit of shorts, and they've been hitting well. So
yeah, Linnea does our Puzzle Master TikTok, so if you're watching stuff, it's her.
Yeah. So I was looking through, and this guy, his name is @StudyBrain7. So he does a lot of like not necessarily
the number 7. Not
sorry. He doesn't necessarily just do puzzle solves, but I really enjoy his puzzle solves. They're like mine, where they're kind of quick, fun solves. With music in the background.
He had a lot of variety in his stuff.
Really cool. Quite a few different puzzles, and he also did like just cool videos with like cool objects that do different effects. He did a lot of digital stuff. So
yeah, I like that one, the Cast Delta. He had he had essentially done a 3D rendering of the Cast Delta solution, which I thought was really neat. And it was really clean and nice. Actually, I had trouble even telling at first, is this digital or is this like a physical puzzle where he did like a stop motion thing? But it was really cool.
Yeah, my favorite is a 3D maze cube. So it's like this blue cube, and you have to get this ball all the way to the end of the maze without it falling through the other holes first. There's a bunch of holes throughout the maze
and stuff in spots where the ball is naturally going to sit. Yeah. We've seen those before, right? We talked about it with.
Yeah, there was a magnetic one.
Yeah, I forget who did that. Mr. Puzzle. Maybe?
One of the big guys did it. Yeah. You can't have any of the balls get attracted by the magnets, or else you lose. Kind of thing.
What we liked in this guy's video when he did this video, so he fell into the traps a few times, and when he'd fall in the trap, he'd speed up the video and then get back to right where it was. And it was kind of had a really cool flow to things, because you knew he like messed up, and then you're not watching a whole bunch of like stuff happening again. So I feel like sometimes that stuff is hard to find, where someone really has the mind to think like what you want to watch. And I think this guy was really good. So I don't know who he is, but he was great.
Definitely 7. Entertaining. So
yeah, TikTok. So that was great. And then last but not least, it's a new YouTuber, and I think a new puzzler. So I think this guy's new to puzzles, but his name on YouTube, Oldnewguy. We really liked his stuff. He had a couple trick bolts that I watched him do. And I think the thing with the trick bolts, which is funny, and he complained about this, but your skin, like your fingers and the skin on your fingers hurt, like because you're twisting and pulling, and like there's certain puzzles where you notice, and he had that problem. But yeah, he's new to the puzzles. But yeah, I liked him. What did you think of him?
He's pretty good. He's he's going to be one of our Puzzle Master affiliates. So
yeah.
He kind of he started out and he kind of didn't really know what he was doing in the first few videos, but as he kind of catch on, he said he'll keep doing them throughout. Yeah. So
a little bit of Pokemon stuff too. I saw some Pokemon cards on his channel, but check him out. Oldnewguy, new to the puzzle industry, but I think someone who's going to do some really good stuff, and I'm excited to see what he's coming out with. But that is the end of Online Buzz for this episode 115 of Puzzle Time. Again, Linnea was talking about that shipment earlier. Hanyama is back in stock. Check it out. Go to our website, puzzlemaster.ca, to find more of these Hanayama puzzles. Anything else new coming out here at Puzzle Master. You can go to TikTok. You can find us on Instagram. Go to our website, puzzlemaster.ca, to sign up for our newsletter, which is a great place to get specials, get information about new stuff coming out, new puzzles. There's a lot of stuff on there, and it's really great.
Speaking of specials right now, actually, if you go on TikTok and you search Marketing with Charles, he actually has a TikTok special right now for our in-store. So if you're in Saskatoon or you want to come visit us, he has a coupon code for you to use in our store while you're shopping.
Coupon code. And what was that?
Marketing with Charles. So that's our marketing.
And that's on YouTube?
TikTok.
TikTok. On TikTok. Okay. On TikTok, @Marketing with Charles, to get an in-store, in-person coupon code for here at Puzzle Master. So go check that out. Anywhere else did I forget to mention anything? TikTok, Instagram?
Our
website?
Instagram will be back up and running soon. We got a new one started that we're going to start running this week until our other one gets back up, but we're on the way to getting it running again. So
that's good news. Again, like, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again in episode 116 next. Thanks.